aha moment when everything just clicks? For me, it was discovering the secret of calorie density. This simple revelation completely changed how I approach my weight loss. Hey everyone, welcome to Losing It with Heidi. Today I want to talk about something that completely changed the way I approach my weight loss journey, understanding the density of calories. But before I get to that, let me give you a little background on where I've been. So I've been plus size for most of my adult life, and like most women, I started rapidly gaining weight when I started taking contraceptives as a young adult. From that point on, I tried every diet you can think of: keto, paleo, whole food, miracle diet pills, hormone balancing pills, you name it, I've tried it. But even though I wasn't gaining any more weight, I wasn't losing any weight either. I found that diets like keto and paleo and fasting were all really unsustainable, especially since I live in Hungary and the food labels are not always in English, making it even harder to stick to those strict plans. What makes it even more frustrating is that I've always been an active person. Even when my weight made certain exercises more challenging, I still pushed my body as much as it would allow me. And trust me, I've seen so many doctors. I've been tested for thyroid issues, for hormone imbalances. I've been to dietitians. I've followed their workout plans. I've followed their eating plans, but still nothing. At one point, I even had a doctor tell me that it's genetics and I should just deal with it. And that was a hard pill to swallow. So I went down a rabbit hole, doing my own research, trying to figure out what was going wrong. I thought I was eating a balanced diet. I was eating 3 times a day. I was eating small portions, but I still couldn't understand why the weight wasn't coming off. That is when I decided to start tracking my food on MyFitnessPal, and boy, did that open my eyes. I discovered something I'd never considered before: calorie density. I always thought I was eating healthy, and for the most part I was, but I realized I was over-consuming on high-calorie, high-fat foods like butter and margarine, nuts, avocados, and full-fat dairy products. So even though my portions were small, those high-calorie foods were adding up way more than I realized. That is when it clicked. Because a food is healthy, it doesn't mean that you can eat a lot of it without consequences. My portions of these calorie-dense foods were way too big, and they were adding in loads of extra calories without me even noticing. The amount of food that I was eating wasn't huge, but the calories packed into these small portions were. Learning about calorie density changed the game for me. So that is how I started to understand that it is not just about what I eat, but how much I eat. In upcoming videos, I'll be sharing the meals that I'm using to lose weight, focusing on foods that will keep me full without adding on too many calories. My goal is to create a positive, sustainable, and realistic approach to my weight loss, and hope to inspire you along the way. Remember, I'm posting new videos every Friday, so hit that subscribe and join me on this journey, where we're losing it together without losing the fun.